Hello everybody, this is the introverted comedian. Welcome to a new episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay. Now, I am doing some side quests in this episode. I will be leaving from Ratay, doing one side quest for the Lord of Ratay. And then I will do some more, depending on where the map takes me to. Probably a few of them will be in Ujits. So enough about that, let's press continue and carry on with the gaming. Yeah, so as I said, I did do a couple of quests in Ratay. There are a few more that I can do. I want to leave them for later. And at this point, I do have a question. I do have the star, the quest mark, on the Lord of Ratay, on Sir Hanush, who needs some help with some clerical figure that's now in Ujits. So I'll just quickly get myself over there. Let me check if I have anything that I need to sell inside in my inventory, because I don't want anything in here. I don't need any fixing for my armor or anything. The skills are all leveled up. The horse doesn't have annoying things on him, so it's okay. Yeah, so basically, I can't remember exactly the name of the quest, but we will see in a couple of seconds. Usually you can find Sir Hanush during the day, either in this part of the castle, or he's just praying in this small chapel over here.
God bless you. Henry, what's the problem? The Archbishop.
Yeah, so basically you need to deal with some vicar sent from the main figures of the church of that time. So you can ask a couple of questions. This way you can actually improve your speech skill. And of course, accept the quest. You're gaining some reputation with him. Yeah, so the quest is called the Valdesians. Now, it is a longish one, because you have some actions to do. But it's not the worst. So, I'll just get quickly outside of Ratay, get my horse, and then I'll just fast travel to Ujits. So if you want to do it early on and you don't have the scout perks, it can be a little bit difficult, because you might end up fighting some enemies on the road. In my case, since I unlocked those, and this is one of the reasons why I grinded levels early on, you can basically get from one place to the other on the map safely and quickly without being bothered too much. So when you're passing through a forest, you might be stopped by bandits. I was lucky enough not to be stopped this time. If you want, you can go there by riding your horse. You can gain some horsemanship experience. But once I unlocked these 3 perks, Scout 1, 2 and 3, I can actually do this a lot quicker, and I prefer to do it this way. So my nourishment level is quite low. I already have a room at the inn, so I want to replenish some of it by eating. Usually you can eat from the pot in here. If not, you can just buy something from the innkeeper, but I don't plan to do that. So yeah, basically right now you've got the quest marker quite close. You'll find the vicar is either inside the church, he's either inside the house of the priest, or he's just in the church courtyard. He's usually followed by some bodyguards. We just need to talk to him.
What do you want? God save. Sir Hanish. I'm to assist you in... Oh, I see. I'm sure Sir He said you're looking... Exactly.
Yeah, so of course you can ask him all those questions.
Naturally. I'll do my best.
He gave you a book because you need to use the clues inside that book
I see.
in order to find the Valdesians.
Who are the...
He will get a little bit annoyed by the fact that
I'll get
you
working on it, sir.
don't know who the Valdesians are, but it's not his bloody business. Alright, so I want to talk to the priest, and I want to clean myself before I do that, because there is a chance he might have a speech skill check. And before that I want to check that book I was given, the Heretic Testimony. So as you can see, you've got some clues in here. Basically this is the page where you need to go, and it's kind of a riddle. But I will get you to that destination anyway. Yeah, so at this point you cannot talk to the priest, you'll need to do it later. Let me just get my horse and I'll show you exactly where you need to go. So during the last episode I already unlocked the cartographer perk, which allows me to have all the map uncovered. So basically you will need to get somewhere around here, as far as I remember, which is where the Valdesians usually gather. If you want, you can take a look at the book again. Yeah, so basically the one who wrote it mentions that he heard the sound of 1,000-headed crowd at work. That's basically on the eastern side of the village, where you'll find some beehives. Those are the 1,000 workers, and the hives, it's somewhere around here. I can't remember exactly where it was. Let me see, I think the map will mark it anyway. Or was it this way? Yeah, so basically in this area you should find some beehives, which will guide you. And you have to go this way. Yeah, there we go. think there were some over here. Or it was a person. Yeah, so basically you need to get yourself over here to this forest. You need to do it quickly. This is kind of a timed quest, so you need to move yourself as fast as possible. And you basically have to get inside this forest. There we go. Yeah, so once you've reached the small forest,
It seems I found it.
you will have the objective completed and you need to explore it. If you want, you can sit on one of the logs. If you want, there's some treasure over here. I don't need those. And what you actually need to do over here is look on this piece of wood, which is kind of an altar in front of the tree, and you have a cross on it, a wooden cross. You need to pick that up.
A cross, nicely carved.
So now you've explored it.
Someone in the village might recognize it.
Now, as Henry said, that cross belongs to someone and you can actually find from someone in the village, and that someone is the priest. So if you want, you can quick travel, you can fast travel. I prefer to go this way. It's a little bit faster. Basically, if it's some short distance, I don't really need the fast traveling. So there are some ruins over here. And these were the beehives I was telling you in the beginning. I knew they were somewhere around here. I didn't know exactly where they were. Yeah, so once you get back to the church, as I said earlier, make sure you're clean and you have some good speech skills, as you will need to convince the priest to tell you the truth about who that cross belongs to.
Good day to you.
Father,
I do know.
I don't understand.
People said they...
Well, that is basically...
Jesus Christ, Hal, are you insane?
Sir Hannah sent me to find out what...
Well, then we share the same...
You and me both.
That's good to
Yeah,
hear.
so you can tell him you want to
Nice to meet
help
you.
Very well.
protect the
I found it in
people.
the woods.
Damn it.
That the vicar is right.
The cross is definitely the Bowers, I remember.
What do you want to do?
He will tell you it's the Bauer family that's who actually had that
I see.
cross, and he suggests that you find a way to make them flee, to help them get away. You can ask him how to hear their private prayers. You can ask him some more information about the Bowers. This way you can increase that speech skill,
Right.
and then you can be on your way. Yeah, so the Bauer family's house is quite far from Mujits, but you can still get there quickly. I will need to sneak inside their house and listen to to their conversation, but that will have to be during the evening when they say their prayers. So basically you just need to follow that mark, the red mark for me on the map, the one that says B. You can see it on the top on that compass. So you basically need to go south of Ujic. Now in this case it helps if you have a horse that can run fast if you want to do the quest quickly. If not, you can even run there. You will get some decent experience in vitality by doing so. After all, it's quite a long distance. Yeah, so there we go. This one is the farm. We can just stop somewhere around here. And in order to listen to their prayers, you will have to come on this side of their house. 1 second. Basically the southest part of it. You need to make sure that no one can see you. Use this to jump inside. It will tell you that you're in a private area, but no one can see you. You just need to go up this ladder.
I could try listening.
And you can do the listening from here. So as you can see, I already have the option to wait, which is exactly what I'm going to do, but first I want to save the game. After all, I did travel quite a lot and I want my progress there. I don't want to waste it. So Henry will wait until, automatically he will wait until nightfall. That's when the bowers are praying.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, so as you hear their prayer, it is confirmed that they are Valdesians. So you just need to carry on with the quest. Basically, the quest is telling you to get rid of to either pass the message to the vicar or talk to Father Goodwin. But if you want to make it a little bit faster and not waste so much time, because as I said, it's kind of a timed quest, you can just go down the ladder and go inside the house. And there should be some lady over here that you can talk to. Let me see if I can talk to this guy.
There is. It's not who I am.
I don't.
I know who you are.
What do you?
I know that you're not.
You spider.
As I said,
Unbelievable.
you don't have much of a choice.
And you think I have?
There must be a way.
That's exactly. And however much I.
Which is?
I can hope.
I'll
Yeah,
try to
so
help.
basically the wife is the one who wants to stay here.
Oh well.
God gives it.
You're right.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, so she holds the key
Jesus
basically.
Mistress Bauer,
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something.
Have you?
That doesn't matter.
I admit that
I want to ask you not...
I have no idea.
Yeah, so there are a couple of options in here. And
What about your husband?
My
I
husband
hope
is
this
never
one
his
will be the right
I'm
one.
sorry. I've had enough.
But that's madness.
You'd better go. Good luck then.
Yeah, you actually need a decent skill when it comes to... I will just load the game because I need to try another option when it comes to persuading them. Basically, you need a decent skill in speech to have a chance to convince them.
Here.
Let me just get some more potions. As next time I want to save when I'm close to them, this way I can try all those options. I know I managed at some point during some other gameplay. So there needs to be something to convince them. If not, I'll just have to go to the priest. Maybe he can actually help me convince them. Yeah, so I'll just save over here before entering their house. Just get my torch on. Annoying people. Yeah, so once again, if you can find the husband, you can talk to him. You can get your speech skill improved a little bit. If not, you can just talk to the lady. Let's see if I can talk to him. No, he's already gone to sleep. Now let's see, where was that lady? His wife. Yeah, so basically she's in the mood of sweeping at night.
Good evening.
Mistress Bauer,
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something.
Have you?
That...
If you tell them you are for the vicar, she might not really like it. So I'll just try
Now
to
you've
go
got a
with
chance
this
to...
I
option
won't oppose
that
God's will
For heaven's sake,
You can't know
God
that.
wants them to go
don't
away.
think the investigation... Don't fool your...
You may be right.
And
You won't have
apparently
far.
this is
I
what
don't want
works
to
with
run.
her.
No one wants to run.
You're right.
You should pack up.
Thank you.
Don't delay.
God bless.
And you've persuaded in... you've succeeded in persuading them to go away. Which was what I wanted to do. Alright, now it's time to go back to Ujit. And since it's quite late, I'll probably need to get some sleep. Not to mention the vicar might also be asleep. So I'll just need to go in the morning and tell him there's nothing for him to find. Because the Bowers have already fled. Yeah, so I've already got myself, as I said earlier, I already got myself a room over here. Or better said, a bed, because it's not actually a room. Let's see if I need something from here. I don't really think I need anything. Yeah, I'm still far from it. So it's time to sleep and save the game. Somewhere after 8 o'clock should suffice for everyone to wake up. Just jump over there. I'm not taking damage. Let me just get my shield on instead of the torch, which I don't need. My nourishment is okay, so there's no point in doing anything about it. So now it's time to go to the vicar. If you want, you can talk to the priest. I don't remember if he actually talks to you about it. No, you cannot talk to him anymore. So you just need to find the vicar who is inside the priest's house. And still sleeping, lazy bastard. But you can wake him up.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I found.
Pardon me.
Tell him you know who the heretics are.
And who?
The Bower family. I found that.
And tell him they fled.
Then all I had to do.
What of it? What?
Nothing at all.
Ha!
What will you do, Mon?
It's not the first. Don't worry. May the Lord watch over.
So this is the most peaceful way to get rid of him.
Damn.
No one will want you to kill him, although that is an option. So I still cannot talk to this guy. Yeah, so now it's time to go back to Sir Hanush and tell him that I took care of the problem. I got rid of the vicar. Once again, I will go on fast travel, as there is quite a long distance. And there's no point in actually doing it by riding the horse there. If I had something to do on the way, then yeah, it would have worked perfectly, but as it is now, there's no point in doing it like that. Yeah, so there we go. I'm already at the castle. Now I do need some food in order to keep the balanced diet perk active. Lucky for me, there's some food just over here. And some annoying guard asking me
What? Such are my orders.
to search me, but you can actually tell him to get out of your way because
Don't bother me with it.
you're stronger than him.
All right.
Basically, you're an improved version of a bully. Yeah, so let's talk to Sir Hanush, who's supposed to be upstairs, I guess. This is his castle, and he might be having dinner or something.
Greetings. What do you need?
It's all sorted out.
Excellent. I've heard.
Maybe this will...
Are you telling me?
I don't know about that.
Christ.
Yeah, so you need to tell him that they fled by themselves, not that you earned them, otherwise you will be
Thank you, sir.
losing some reputation with him. And as a reward for this, you're going to get one of the best swords in the game, which is Saint Michael's sword. Now, I basically found this one or stole it from someone, and it's a little bit better, or at least I find it better. Even though Saint Michael's sword is more valuable, basically double the value of the duelist, so it's going to be sold. Right, now there is a chance I might get some other quests. I'll just need to talk to one of the innkeepers. As I said during the last episode, I'm trying to do as many of the side quests in Ratay, and then I will move on to either Ujitz or Taumberg.
Do you know if there's anyone around?
I've got other things.
Yeah, so apparently there's no one that needs your help. Let's check if there's any other star on the map, because that's how the quest givers are marked, and apparently there isn't. So in this case, let me check one more thing, because I know there is something like a side quest I can unlock in Ujitz, but I need some I need level 10 in unarmed fighting. Now, in order to get that, the best way is to go to Captain Bernard, ask him to give you some training, and he will do it. I've already trained quite a bit, so right now I should get that level quite quickly. So there we go. This is the combat arena, and this is the man who made me who I am, because he polished my skills. Yeah, so just go on training, ask him to do the practice, ask him for hand to hand,
You surprised me.
and you will gain experience in unarmed combat. Yeah, so I already have plenty of strength and some valuable perks unlocked, so poor Bernard doesn't really have a chance. I do need the experience, so I need to fight him. I managed to gain a level in strength, which is quite good. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but it's always good to be able to strike harder. I will be doing pretty much a lot of fighting soon. Yeah, so there we go. I already reached my goal, getting level 10, so now I can just surrender. And once you get level 10, you should see a quest marker over here. This one, the activity giver in Ujits. I already have a second side quest in Ujits that I can do. I already took another one related to the herbalist in Ujits, so there are quite a few quests to do over there, which is why I'm going. Now, let me see. I have plenty of energy, plenty of nourishment. I just need my horse. And it's a fast travel to Ujits. Yeah, so if you look at my previous episodes, especially the second and third, they are basically grinding skills, which is something I wanted to do in order to actually enjoy doing the questing now without having to grind those skills. And you can actually do the same. If not, you can just follow the course of the action where the quests take you and do them as you want. So let's see. So I didn't unlock any of them, I just need to go to those guys to unlock them. I have plenty of nourishment, plenty of energy, so I'll just finish that one with fighting and then do the others. Hopefully I'll manage to do all of them in the same day, but it's quite late, so I'm not sure if it's possible. Let me check one more time where that location is, and I'm going the right way. If you need some plants, you can find plenty of marigold and other stuff over here. And you can also find this guy, the fisherman.
God be with you.
Yeah, so you can ask him if he knows anything about the local brawlers.
Want to fight?
You can tell him you want to join.
What are the rules?
Ask him about the rules.
How does it?
Ask him how it's working. He will tell you you need to beat a couple of people before you can fight him. And you can also ask him for training in unarmed combat, or better said, fist fighting.
I'd like to.
I haven't done any training, so this should help me level up at least one time by doing 3 of them, as I'm allowed to do. Well, I think I'm allowed to do 4 of them.
Let's fight.
As you can see, if you try to fight him before winning against the other guys, he will not accept it. But you can still improve your skill level if he just stands there instead of running away.
I want to get better.
Yeah, so unfortunately I will not be able to go for the master since I'm way far from level 15. But I did manage to get to level 11 by buying the other skills. Yeah, so at this point you've got these 3. You've got Mash, Joseph, and Maple. But it is quite late at night, so you will need to move quickly because the combat arena is over here. Let me see if I can, yeah, over here. So each time you challenge one of them to a fight, you will get teleported over here, basically teleported, although it doesn't have anything to do with that age in history. And then you'll have to go find the next one and so on until you can beat the fisherman. So it is quite annoying that the arena is not close. Now there is a similar quest that can be done in Ratei. I've already done that one. And the same, the arena, since it's brawling and it's kind of not such a nice activity to do inside the settlement. The arena is outside and it just takes you there. Then you have to go back to the settlement, find the next guy, and that's why you're wasting plenty of time. Yeah, so I found my first victim. It's Mr. Mash, who's going to be Mr. Smashed very soon. Now you will have to bet 5 groschen as you fight him, and you will win. If you actually beat him, you get double that amount. Yeah, so you will be taken to the arena, as I said. Now, as you will see, you've got that purple line next to my stamina. And you didn't even have the chance to see the line because he's down. I'll probably show you on the next guy if he doesn't get his behind kicked too fast. Yeah, so basically, aside from the fisherman, the other 3 people are quite weak, to be fair. So you shouldn't have any issue, especially since you're already at level 10. Otherwise the quest won't start for you. Now, if you want to make it even more challenging, you can go on hardcore mode when you choose the settings for the game, as well as you can leave all your armor down. You can take it off and then enough items. So next one is Joseph or Joseph.
The fisher.
Again, you will get teleported to the arena. Now, as I said, you do have that purple line next to the HP, the red one. So this one is down as well, but I did manage to get a level up. So it's perfect. I'll just save the game to make sure that my progress is not wasted. Get on the horse, get the next guy, and then it will be kind of easier to finish this part, this quest, because the fisherman is already there, since that's his house next to the combat arena. Yeah, so I just need to find the next victim. Who's supposed to be somewhere around here. Yeah, so this guy was quite far away, Mr. Maple. Once again, talk to him.
I hope.
Are you one of the?
Give him the money, and you'll be taken to the combat arena. As I said, all three of these guys are quite weak, so they will basically be taken down quickly. So now you just need to go this side and challenge the master of this combat arena, who is the fisherman. And you'll find him over here.
Let's fight. All right.
Once again, you need to give him some groschen. As you can see, he does bet you more groschen. Now that poor guy didn't even have the chance to leave. So as I said when I started the quest, this guy is actually quite good at fighting unarmed. So he can defend a lot better than the other ones. He can take more punches than the other ones. And he can also fight back a lot better than the other ones. But even so, I am wearing some good armor compared to his normal clothing. So maybe it's not that good for him. Oh, there you go, he's nearly down. And now he is down. Yeah, so after beating him, you can always fight again with them. And as a reward, you've got some groschen, and you've got this book, Agile as a Weasel, which can improve your agility. Since it's the first one in the series, there's I think 4 of them, you can read it basically at level 0 agility, although mine is quite high. The thing is, it will not give me much experience. So I just want to quickly check what time it is. And I will need to get myself over here to talk to the herbalist. The herbalist was accused by the priest that she's a witch. So I need to ask her exactly what's happening. And there we go, we have the horse over here. So I'm hoping I can quickly do this part talking to her, because I need to get back to Ujits and talk to someone else in order to start the quest, which depends on the late time of the day. So if I can actually do it in time, I might be able to do it today. If not, I'll have to come another day, and I don't really want that. Basically, the more quests you are able to do in one day, the easier it will be to move on to the next area. Yeah, so I'll just go through here. Hopefully my horse won't make me fall. It can happen sometimes when you're running through the forest like a maniac, which is what I'm doing right now. Alright, so this is where you find the so-called witch, who's just a herbalist. But then again, during those times, nearly anyone could become a witch overnight.
God watch.
You can ask her about training, you can ask her about trading. Basically, I want to trade with her in order to get this one. I don't really need it for the herbalist level. I just need it for the reading level. And you can tell her you've come because of the priest. There's no point in going after any of the other options. You can just tell her you mean well. As you can see, her skill check is quite low on that.
You'd be wise.
As
But I'm supposed.
lad, you see,
What
And she will tell you she gave some ointment to cause vision
will
to
you give me the?
the women.
What kind? So,
the
I want. So
they
there.
Yeah, try to talk as much as possible to her in order to get some speech experience.
What did? I've heard enough.
And then tell her you've heard enough and that you will help her.
luck them.
Now, she will tell you about 3 women that she gave the ointment to. If I remember well, you just need to talk to one of them.
Yeah.
If you want, you can talk to all of them, but one of them should be enough to trigger the next part of the quest. So once again, running like a maniac through the forest. So I can get in time to Ujits. As I said, this quest basically depends on the time of the night. There's some bunnies over here, but I'm not going to hunt them because I'm on a higher quest. Let's quickly level up, or better said unlock that. Yeah, so I gained level 10 in horsemanship. At level 10 you unlock knight, doing them 15 extra damage while mounted, both range and melee, or your horse won't shy at nearby foes. And I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah.
His name is Warhorse, so he will act like one. Now, I just need to quickly get to those women before it gets too late. Where was it?
Who's what's going on?
Yeah, so when you need people to be somewhere, that's when they're going some other place. Yeah, that one is sleeping. I just hope the next one isn't. Yeah, so they shouldn't be sleeping.
Who's there? Answer me.
And there we go. This is one of them you need to talk to. And I think I'm too late. They refuse to talk to you after some point. Yeah, no.
I've heard something about
Really?
the herb woman said.
Gertrude?
It's not about them.
She...
Yeah, so basically you just need to convince her to tell you what they're planning to do. Which is they plan to meet at night. And that meeting will be over here. Now I just need to quickly get myself over there. This part of the quest is going to be a little bit tricky because they will meet there and they need to sneak inside the forest. So you need to sneak up behind them, which is I will need to take most of my armor down. And I'm saying it's a tricky part because you will have to do some fighting a little bit later. So this place should be okay. Let's take some of the armor off, sorry. Basically this should be okay. I'll just save the game just in case. And I just need to wait, from what I can see, 1 hour, hopefully not longer. so I think they're coming right now. So I need to hide myself very well. And as you can see, a new objective started, which is follow the women into the woods. Now, as a little bit of a spoiler alert, this is the most annoying quest you can ever do, because whatever you choose to do will upset someone. There is no way to actually end it well. No matter what you do, it will damage your reputation a little bit.
We're all here. We can set off.
But I will show you what both myself and some other players consider to be
Where
a
exactly do you put it on?
Well,
decent choice.
you know.
I feel shy.
So playing games with the devil is all right, but dabbing some ointment on your cunny is going too far.
Aye, well, don't peek for a bit.
Yeah, so unfortunately, since you're not the one interacting with them, you're not in a dialogue with them,
It does work.
you will need to wait until the entire conversation plays through,
Isn't it?
and you will need to walk behind them without being seen. So there we go. Now, don't pull a torch out because they could see you. As long as you follow them, there shouldn't be any danger, because the quest is made in a way that you don't end up fighting some bandits or some humans doing some random event. You will fight someone, but they're not really strong opponents, so you shouldn't worry. Yeah, so keep some distance, not too much, otherwise you might lose them and you'll have to come back the next evening and so on. But don't go too close, otherwise you'll be spotted and the quest will not end very well. Yeah, so they're not going to take you very far. It's not like they're going across the map, but it's not somewhere close. After all, they don't want to be discovered by other people. As one of them, and as the name of the quest says, it is playing with the devil. And in a couple of seconds you will see exactly what this is about. Now, as you can see right there in the distance, there's a foggy area, and that's exactly where you need to go. Yeah, basically the ointment that the witch is giving to them, or already gave to them because now she refuses to give it to them anymore, is making them see things. If you want, you can just stand and observe from far away. The main issue, if you do this, is that you will not be able to interfere when some bandits attack them. So you might as well join in. Now, once again, I will save the game just in case. Yeah, so if you just walk in.
That's what we came up with us.
You will join them.
I hear someone coming. Who's there? Is it you, Kuta?
No, I'm still over here.
Now they're already
going on
pretty much drugged,
Welcome.
and they see you as the Prince of Darkness, and offer themselves to you.
What would you like us to do?
And the issue is that ointment is still on their hands, so when they do touch you, you end up getting drugged as well. Which is why pretty soon, instead of seeing them as they are,
What in God's name are you babbling?
Why are you
you will see them as
Testing.
something else.
Jesus Christ.
a magic ointment? We are ready.
You can just tell them you'll give them anything they ask. No one is sane at this point
In
anymore.
return, you'll have to.
Yeah, so at this point, as I said, everything becomes confusing.
Oh, that ointment. You smeared the ointment on me.
Are you quite well after your long journey?
And they just became animals.
Long journey. What?
From the gates of hell to here.
Or at least they are to you. Yeah, so you can go with these options. You can ask, why is the horse talking?
What's that? Oh,
Now, one of them you will see as a boar or a pig. I'm not sure exactly which one is it.
What about?
And the third one is a chicken. And if I remember well, you need to go for the chicken. And cavort with the women. Now, at some point, you just need to interact with one of them. Yeah, but basically you will have to unlock her for some reason.
That's tough. Oh, but I'm all dizzy again.
And while you're feeling dizzy and everyone is confused, someone will come to attack the party.
what is it? Someone coming?
Now they appear as demons. And you will have to fight them. They can pretty much be easily defeated. Especially if you have a decent skill in unarmed combat. The thing is, if you don't fight them, they will kill the women. So, you need to do it. As I said, this is basically the most noble choice you can make. Yeah, so this guy should be done. And once they are defeated, you will end up falling asleep. Apparently, the effect of the ointment that puts you basically on drugs was not so good.
Oh my God.
As you can see, these guys were actually bandits.
I'll never be able to explain this to anyone.
You can loot a few things out of them.
Damn that old hag. Now what?
Yeah, and now you just need to tell the priest exactly what happened, as well as the witch, or the herb woman. Let me just quickly put my armor on, as I feel naked without it. Get my weapons on as well. And run quickly to the herb woman. Or maybe use my horse to get there, as it's faster this way. Now I know it's quite early in game, it's 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. But I found out during the gameplays that the herbalists don't sleep that much. So there's a small chance that she might actually be awake. If not, I can just skip time and wait for her. Yeah, so some people just like to sweep in the middle of the forest at night.
God
Who am I to
preserve you,
question them?
Sahana.
After all,
Can I do
I did just
something
fight
for you?
devils.
May the Lord watch over
Yeah, so I think first I need to talk to the priest, and only then I can talk to her. Now, instead of running there manually, I will just do it on automatic, on fast travel. I think the priest is already outside, or maybe having a ceremony or a sermon or whatever. I'm really bad when it comes to that, so let's see, where is Mr. Priest. Yeah, so not my lock. I need to go all the way up there. Now, luckily, not here. Yeah, so if this was real life, I wouldn't do this because I'm scared of heights. But in game,
What was that?
I can do it. Hello,
You've no
Father.
business here. Clear off.
I do have business with you. You
I
asked me to
found
do
out
it.
more.
Pray, do tell.
The women have got hold.
For the love of heaven.
I followed them to where they.
Oh my God.
The women were complete.
Good God.
I had to kill the woodcutter.
Yeah, so as I said, basically whatever you did, it would go wrong.
There must have been another way.
And you can tell him you did whatever you could.
The good Lord pray for the souls of. At least you see where dancing. God be with you.
Yeah, now it's time to go away.
You've no business here. Clear off. What are you doing here?
Yeah, so I'll just try one more time to tell the herb woman what happened. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, this is what happens when your horse is a lot faster than your eyes. You can just go the wrong way. Yeah, so one of the reasons why I want to tell the herb woman about this is to gain some more speech experience and to basically have the idea that I've properly completed the quest. Now, I've been playing quite a little bit, so I do know the way without looking at the map. But if you need the help of the map, you can always pop it up. There's no shame in doing that until you start getting used to it. Yeah, so now it's actually working after telling the priest.
The women will make Jesus Christ. I killed them.
Killed them?
Again, you will lose some reputation because everyone is mad that you killed someone. It's basically, you had three choices. Choice number one was to stay away and not interfere, which meant the bandits would have killed those women. Choice number two would have been to run away and let the bandits slaughter the women. And choice number three, which is the one I took and seemed the least offensive, is protect the women by killing the bandits, who apparently, despite being bandits, they are labeled by the other characters as being woodcutters for some reason. So, as I said, the most annoying and tricky quest, which makes you the negative person, but as it is in life, at some point you will just be the villain in someone's story. So I just need some nourishment, which means I need to visit this guy.
I hope.
Let's see, so I need around 30. Yeah, so basically I think one of them roasted duck or roasted, no, it's roasted duck that's giving you. And I will take some meat for the dog. Yeah, so I'll have myself the roasted duck. And Mr. Mott will have some mutton after being praised.
Look what I've got for you.
Yeah, so right now there is one more quest you can do in Ujits. And you need to go to the quest giver, which is the head groom. On the other side of Ujits. This is sort of a longish quest. Not the longest, but not the shortest either. Okay, so I am over here. This is Mr. Vashek. And the head groom should be over here. After all, that quest giver star is letting you know. So you just need to talk to him.
I hope
and ask him if there's any work available.
Enough for a dozen men. What happened? Just found out that you lost it where?
No, no.
And you'll find out that Vashek, the guy I just passed next to earlier,
Well, I can't take
lost some pie, which is basically a horse. Yeah, if you want, you can try trading with him. I've already bought whatever I needed from him, and he doesn't really have anything useful because basically he could have these golden spurs, but I will be able to get them later on in the game for free, so there's no use for them. So now I need to talk to this guy, to Vashek, the stable boy.
I hope I...
And ask him about the horse who bolted.
So even stranger.
You can tell him you're not here to mock him because he was just left there standing.
Can you describe Pipe? Long face.
Now, as you can see, his description of the horse is not one of the best.
Yes? Why?
I asked you to describe Pipe.
And he did bang his head, which is why he is like this.
Can you Sorry. Quite the opposite.
Yeah, so you can go over all these options in order to gain some speech experience. And then tell him to say no more because you already know where to go. So you'll have this crossroad on the map already marked. You just need to make your way there. You can just track it by looking at the top of the screen at that compass. Best way to get there is get your own horse and start running, or better said, start galloping. Again, there's plenty of plants in this area that you can take. If you need to do some alchemy, or if you like to sell plants, there is a fight over here which left me safe. No one tried to attack me.
This will be the crossroads.
And this is the crossroads where Pi was lost. Now, in order to find Pi, you need to look a little bit around. And if you look at the ground, you will see Pi left some
It's not like I've got anything better to go on.
pies of his own. So you'll need to go this way. Again, there's more pies on the ground. You need to run that way. More pies, more pies. Yeah, so I won't be inspecting all of them because they just give the same speech option. Henry says, "Look, it's just like this one."
Maybe he went this way.
He will say that maybe he went this way. Yeah, so basically you will need to run all the way up here. Now, when you get up here, you want to go inside the forest and follow this path down. As you can see, there's more pies from Pi. More pies. If you want, you can do this on your horse. Basically, this is the direction you need to go in. As I said, towards this camp that's marked over here. You can see the pies on the floor. The horse pies of the horse named Pi. Yeah, let's just wait a little bit and rest so I can run more in just one go. Yeah, so the reason why I chose to run over here is because I do need to get off the horse a few times, and so I can show you the pies on the ground left by him. And once you reach this camp, which I've already been before too with Hans Capon, you'll find this wayfarer.
God be with you.
And ask him about the horse that bolted.
I have indeed.
Where did you see him?
A short distance.
And where did he run on?
And he will tell you he saw the horse run upstream. And he will actually give you a rough location of where the horse is. Now I just need to go this way and head that way. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get my horse. And you'll need to do some galloping over here. Get as close as possible to that red marker, that red A on the compass. Yeah, so basically now I'm parallel to it. I can get off the horse and then head for the stream. Let me just save the game because I've been doing loads of running and I don't want the game to surprise me. Yeah, so as I said, you just need to run towards the stream and you can actually see the horse over here. And there's also a man over here. So this guy is a charcoal burner and you can talk to him.
My humble greeting. I'm afraid this horse is a runaway.
Fuck off!
Apparently he's not in the mood to give the horse to you. So if you want you can pay for it. Or you tell him to get lost.
Or I'll rearrange your
You can try. Take care.
Of course he doesn't really take that very well. So you just need to actually rearrange his face. He's not one of the toughest opponents, so you can do that quickly. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, we have a knockout. So now we can take the horse. Now, the annoying thing about Pi is that, unlike the horse that I have, he will get tired quickly. And he's not one of the fastest horse in the game. But, after all, you did find him. So you can just take him to his master, the head groom. So you can get your reward. So as I said before, you don't really need to follow any path through the game. You just need to find the right way to reach your destination. Now there will be some unfortunate cases when you hit some bush fence where you can't pass through, but it won't happen that often. Yeah, so as I said, Mr. Pie is not such a good pie since he will get tired quickly. Nevertheless, I am still quite close to his master. So I just need to take him back. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to bring him in this area. If you want, you can just go here to the head groom. Leave the horse over here at the stables and tell the head groom that you found him.
I found Pie. Dear God. Between us. Thank you.
Yeah, so I got a caparison, which I'm not keen on using, so I will be selling it. It's not worth much, which is quite disappointing, but I already have a better one. Now if you want, you can look around for the other guy, for Vashek, and inform him that the horse is here. He will be happy to hear that. And you can get a little bit of extra speech experience.
You're welcome. I will.
Take care now.
Alright, now it's time for me to go on. So let me just check the time of the day. Is noon, which is not so good. I was intending on going to Ratay and join the tourney, but it's quite late, so instead of that I will be going to the Talmberg Castle, where apparently 2 quests are waiting for me. So let's see exactly what this is about. Let's get my horse. And of course I will be fast traveling there. There's no point in actually doing it another way. Yeah, so apparently my energy level and nourishment level are not so good. The nourishment is okay-ish. The energy level is not that excellent. Yeah, so before going to the castle, I do want to visit the bathhouse and recover my energy. I'll just save the game once I get some more savior schnapps from my horse. It looks like I will need to brew some more of those as I'm running out of them. Yeah, so give me energy, bathhouse proprietor.
Jesus.
Yeah, so 1 second before doing that. During the last episode I actually managed to increase my speech quite a bit and unlocked the Troubadour perk, which allows you to use the services for free. So let's go and do it. I'll heal my wounds, bath and laundry.
I'm sure you'll...
And usually this is the place, this is the point where you would be asked to pay. It was 30 groschen, but now it's free, so that's quite a good thing. So, lucky for me, I didn't waste that much time. And now it's time to go to the Talmberg Castle. I'll just use a shortcut over here. Yeah, so if you do find shortcuts, use them. Unless you need to train your vitality and you want to run longer, or you want to train your horsemanship and you want to ride your horse for longer. Now there are two quests over here. One of them you can get from Sir Divish, and I'm gonna leave that for later. I could take both of them at the same time, but I want to separate them on the gameplay. And the second one you get from the lovely Lady Stephanie.
God save.
I heard you wanted to talk to me, my lady.
It's true.
How can I help?
My cousin, young Sophie.
Yeah, so as you can see, her cousin is going to be wed soon, and she needs some help getting a few things.
Norm, and I've been told
Sorry.
you know the test.
Yeah, so of course you'll accept the quest, it will be your honor. So now you need to ask her where you need to get the things, where to get the wine from, where to get the ornamental crown from, as well as the roan. Again, confirm you can do all of that.
Thank you. I just wish.
And end the dialogue. Now, you will see it in your quest log. It's called At Your Service, My Lady. You need to buy the wine, get the decorative crown, and find the roan in Ujits. Now, in order to do so, you will need to basically go back from where I just left a couple of minutes earlier to the head groom in Ujits. You will need to go in Ratei to get the wine, and all the way to Sasau to get the crown. Now, from what I've seen, that the best course of action is you can quickly get that roan and then be on your way to Sasau. So I'll just get out of the castle, grab my horse, go get the other horse. Once again, I will be fast traveling over here. The main issue is when I come back, I cannot fast travel anymore, since I need to bring that horse. You can fast travel using your horse, but unfortunately when it's a quest horse, you don't have that option anymore. Or if there is, I never found out about it. So if you think or know there is, let me know in a comment. Yeah, so there we go. We are at the head groom. This is the horse you need to bring to Lady Stephanie. But in order to do so, you need to talk to the head groom, who's waiting for you over here. Yeah. Tell him you're looking for the local groom, even though you already know because you talked to him. I have no idea how. You need to ask him how to basically take care of the roan. Apparently there's something special about it. And the secret is going to be shared to you by Mr. Vashek. This is why I was nice to him in the previous quest, because he is nice to me right now.
I heard you have a... Yes? And how do you do it?
Yeah, so basically you can go with any speech check over here.
Lady Steph, then you know her. She's a... I know her too.
Yeah, and the trick is to sing the horse a song in order to calm him down.
Thank you.
Which is something that Henry will be doing in a couple of seconds. Alright, so here's the horse.
Sorry, boy. Want me to sing?
And it's time to start singing.
Definitely the first horse I've ever serenaded. Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May, grazing in the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to, my maiden so fair? Well, you still gonna throw me off?
Yeah, so luckily the horse decided not to struggle. Although hearing Henry's voice, which sounds almost as bad as mine, would have made him thrown him off. Which means this horse is quite a nice one by not doing so. Yeah, so now you just need to take the horse back to Talmberg. Lady Stephanie does have a stable master over there, or basically Sir Divish has a stable master, someone to take care of all the horses. Now usually around this area there might be an ambush. This is why I stopped the horse for a little bit, making sure that I have plenty of stamina in case I need to run. So as you can see, I did enter an ambush. But you can just get past it. So sometimes it's someone waiting there for you, sometimes it can be, as it was now, some tree in the way. It's basically a random event. So you just need to get past it and go on with your job. As I said, there's always some shortcut you can take, there's always some alternative way you can go. You just need to do it. You don't always have to fight. So you just have to take the horse over here.
Roan for Lady Stephanie. Thank you, Henry.
And this guy just took it from me. Yeah, so basically now I have 2 steps to do. And they are, let's say, at similar distance. The thing is, I will want to go for this one to get the decorative crown. And the reason is because the decorative crown is not ready yet, and it will take 1 day to actually make it after you get the materials. So during that day, when the crafter will be taking care of the crown, you can just pop up to Ratay and get the wine. So as I said, it's time to fast travel over here. Now hopefully I won't be stopped by bandits, because I think I forgot to get on top of the horse, and usually when that happens I end up without a horse in there, and if the bandits stop you, your stamina is kind of limited. So as you can see, you can avoid them. Yeah, so I've done pretty well so far. Hopefully no other bandits will show up, or humans. And I was lucky to get here in perfect timing. Well, not so perfect, but not so bad. Yeah, so since because of the long road, the game does take a little bit longer to load. And I just hope it won't crash, and it didn't. Yeah, so right now I need to get my behind over to the tavern. Let's just get the torch. Now, if I remember well, I don't have a room here. And since I don't have a room, I will have to buy myself a room. Because I will come back later on in the game to Sasau.
Alright. Coming right up.
Yeah, so you can either ask the alehouse
I'm honored that you should.
maid, or you can ask this guy about a place to sleep.
Alright. For how long?
Now at this point in the game you should have enough groschen. I think it's just 250. Yeah, 250. You can pay him and get the room.
You'll like it here. Farewell.
Yeah, you can actually ask him where your bed is if you want to get some little bit extra experience in speech.
God be with you.
And he tells you it's just up here, up the stairs. And the middle door. Now, as you can see, this is actually a room. It's not just some bed somewhere. Kind of dirty. Well, there is a table. Someone ate here and left the dirty dishes behind. You have a romantic candle over here. You've got a trunk, which is basically connected all over the game, so it's your trunk. Now, I just want to see if I need to leave anything in it. No, I don't. Ah, yeah, I forgot. I need to actually fix my gear. Now I could take this one as well and read it later on in the game. I already had one of those. Yeah, so I did take some damage while doing the fights earlier, and I forgot to fix my armor. But it can still be done. I didn't use my weapons, so they're okay. I was hoping to gain some level in maintenance, but apparently it wasn't the day to do so. Yeah, so now I am just going to do some reading. And I will go for agility. This one should be easy to read. Yeah, as you can see, it's somewhere around 2 hours. Now I do have plenty of energy, but I can always sleep. Still, since I have the energy, I will use it to increase my lockpicking level even further. It is quite high, to be honest, so I don't have much to worry about, but I want to get it even higher because this way I can quickly open even the most difficult lockpicks. Or better said, the most difficult locks, I can lockpick them. Yeah, so I managed to get 1 level in reading, 1 level in lockpicking. That's not bad. I can sell the book as well. Let's see if I can still read this one. And I can also read this one. Now the reason why I chose to do all the reading is because I do need to pass time until morning and visit the artisan in order to ask him about the crown. And since, like any other crafters, he is asleep, I did have to wait. So let's see, it's 7, nearly 8 o'clock. Now let's see, it's better on the map. Now the artisan will be somewhere over here. You can either go straight to him or you can ask some people over there if you want some speech experience. They will tell you where to find them. So he's quite close to the inn. That's basically in these buildings over here. Now I just hope he woke up, because I do need him to be here already. Yeah, so you open the door, go to the top, you'll find him over here, this guy called Master Jerome.
God be with you.
Tell him that the Lady of Talmberg sent you. He told you that the merchant who was supposed to bring the Moldavite, the precious stone used on the crown, disappeared, and he will give you a hint that you can find the missing Moldavite in this area, which means a quick travel over there. You can run if you want, it's not that far, but As always, your trusty horse will get you there a lot faster. So I'm just gonna use the horse. So as I said earlier, it will be marked on your map. You don't really need to worry about it. And this is the area where you need to get to. Somewhere down here. Yeah, you can just stop over here. Now, if you go, you'll see a cart. You'll see plenty of blood over here. And the blood goes inside this small forest. And you can follow it. Now my advice is to save the game over here. Because you will need to do a little bit of fighting. There's, if I remember well, 2 bandits. You can go snooping around this area. Now basically if you go straight in there, they will see you immediately. You can also come here at night if you want to surprise them. Or you can just go around like this. You can already see them there in the back. And again you've sneaked up on them. Now unfortunately they're both awake. I will want to try my bow skills. I have no idea if I can actually hit one of them. Yeah, so there we go. I did try to hit them. Not sure if I... And I hit that one.
Raise the alarm! Watch out! Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
Apparently they are going after my dog, which is a big mistake. No one goes after my dog. They have some useful things, let's say. These are actually nice, some piercing arrows. Now that guy already ran. As you can see, the merchant is not doing so well. He's been killed, which is why he never got there. And you need to get over here, open this chest, which is easy. I will take this one, the Moldavite, this one, the Groshen, and the rest of them I don't really need. So now that I have the Moldavite, I just need to return to the crafter. And as I said, he will take somewhere around a day or a day and a half, something like that, to insert it into the crown. But that's not so bad for me because I can go to Ratay and get the wine. Yeah, so let's see if I can sneak up here. And I did manage to do it. As I said, find them shortcuts, use them. Just make sure not to get trapped somewhere, because you will end up going around way longer. Yeah, so I really hate this small fence, but lucky for me, my horse is a good jumper. And to get to the artisan, you can also go from this side, from the courtyard or whatever this is, where other merchants are, and use this door. So now you're going to tell him that you found the Moldavite.
Yes.
You can tell him to replace it with something else which will make Stephanie unhappy, so I'll just go with I found it.
That sound.
That's the bad news.
Merciful.
The poor man didn't survive, so c'est la vie.
Of course.
Excellent. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah, so basically now you need to wait until he finishes. I think the quest log should tell you exactly when that is. Yeah, so basically in the early evening on the following day, which gives you a full day to go back to Ratay. Now let me get my horse and go back to Ratay. Or better said, get to Ratay, because I didn't come from there. Now once again I will be fast traveling. I'll just go over here, because in case I need some I need to get my energy and nourishment back. I will stop at the bathhouse. If it's early and they're still okay-ish. Now there is an obstacle and I managed to avoid it. Yeah, so as I said, if I do get there early, and I hope I do, I will just be able to get the wine before doing anything else. Now I'm kind of sorry I didn't stop over there, because it wasn't some bandits attacking, it was a chance to get some rare armor. But at this point the quest is more important, so I'm going after it. Yeah, so if you watched any of my other episodes, or if you played the game yourself, you will know where to find the merchant. It's Conrad Hagen, or Hagen, whose shop is right here. Yeah, so I'll just put that quest mark back, and you can see it's showing the shop. I will save the game, because I don't want to lose the progress. Now I know I say this often, but it did happen a couple of times after half an hour or maybe longer of not saving the game to have to replay it.
My respects.
Yeah, so you can tell this guy you can actually ask him about the cook, since you hired her for him. You don't need a reward, you're already richer than he is. He just doesn't know it. And now you can tell him that Lady Stephanie sent you.
As a gift for a noble. Then that's shit.
And
Can I enroll?
he managed to actually put that wine up for a competition in an archery contest, which is what you need to do next. Now, honestly, I was hoping that up until this point I'd have the bow up to level 5, but it is one of the most annoying skills to get leveled up, so I'll just have to make do. I did manage to win one time. I was only level 3, and even though the bow was still shaking in my hand, I managed to shoot properly. The thing is, I had some help from my opponents, or not necessarily much help, by them not shooting very well. You don't have to worry if you lose, because there are other ways to get it.
God be with you.
Yeah, so basically you can ask this guy about the keg of wine. He will tell you that you need to participate in the contest. He will ask you about the rules. You can tell him you know them or you don't know them. You've got 13 arrows, and I've already missed the first one. And the second one, while my opponents are hitting it straight, I did get 1 point. Yeah, there we go. I'm starting to get better. Unfortunately, these guys are quite good, so my hopes are not so high. Now, if I was a little bit better at shooting, I could at least finish faster and get some bonus. But I'm not that good, so I'll just make do with what I have. Now, basically, as you can see, Conrad Hagen or Hagen will win. There's no stopping him from that. From what I know, Old Ruch was supposed to win. That's how the quest was designed. So even though you didn't win, and Conrad Hagen won, he won't have the wine. As I said, this guy was supposed to win it, so you need to talk to him.
God be with you.
Yeah, you need to ask him about the wine.
Yes. It's just that the wine.
He is quite happy that he won it, and as you can see, you can easily ask for the wine back.
You don't want to Lady Stephanie.
Or you can buy it, but why buy it when you can receive it for free? Yeah, so next I want to get myself to the bathhouses. To the bathhouse, sorry, not bathhouses, because there's only one. Yeah, the reason why I want to do this is because I want to replenish Henry's health and, well, not health, stamina, energy and nourishment, sorry. I think I need to replenish my stamina. Yeah, so there we go. Let's talk to the bathhouse proprietor.
Make it.
Use the bathhouse services. I will go for this one in order to get the alpha male bonus. And now I'll let him rest. Yeah, so it looks like I needed a short break as well, so I will need to go back to the horse. And it's back to Sasau. So I managed to avoid some ambush. Yeah, the, let's say, a little bit annoying thing is that I do get to Sasau too fast. And I will need to wait until next evening. I think somewhere around 4 o'clock, something like that. So I'll just head over to my room. Now there are some quests you can do if you want, if you don't want to do it like that. And usually I do take basically all the quests I can at the same time. But in order to show you exactly what the steps are for this one, for this quest, I will just follow the necessary steps, not just go around looking for other quests. Still, I can do a little bit of reading. Let's see, level 10, no. No. Nope. Let's try to take this one. Yeah, so basically when you need to skip time and you already have plenty of energy like I do right now, the best way to do it is to check for books. And I don't have any other one I need. So let's see. Now, unfortunately, I cannot read this one, and that's because while I do have... Oh, it's because I don't have enough herbalism. That's nice. So I have the reading at 15, which would allow me, but I only have the herbalism at 14. Now that's an interesting turn, but it doesn't matter anyway. So I'll just send this one to the horse, to the horse, to the horse. Basically anything I don't really need on myself I'll send to the horse. Or anything I don't need quick access to. I'll keep those and you send the other ones to the horse. Yeah, so at this point you can actually wait for a couple of hours. Or sleep for a couple of hours, depends what you want to do. So since the energy level went down by a little bit, it's not that much, but it's so-so, I can actually go to sleep in the morning. I know it's not something nice to do. Even in real life that's quite hard. It's annoying. And I know that because I used to work late shift, or better said night shift, long time ago. And it's just simply draining all the energy out of you. So if you can sleep at night, do that. Yeah, so the energy level did go back quite quickly. Now the nourishment is already okay-ish. So at this point you can go to the artisan, to Master Jerome. Now earlier I did discover a nest over here, and you don't even need to shoot it down. There's a cobweb in there, you can take it, send it to your horse. Later on I will leave it in the trunk. Basically there are some items you might need or never need, but cannot or should not really be sold immediately because it's good to have them in there. Usually it's pelts, some charcoal and a couple of things like that that you will need at some point. So I just make a collection out of them. Yeah, so I'll just wait until 4 o'clock or close to 4 o'clock. Yeah, so as I said, I like to keep those things in my trunk because if I need them for a quest, there's usually either an inn or somewhere I can buy a room from, or I already have a room like it's in Ratay, where I have the room at the mill. So if I need to quickly grab some item, I can go over there and get it. So let's see if this guy finished.
What about the crown?
I seem to recall telling you exactly when the crown...
Yeah, so apparently he didn't finish. This is one of the most annoying guys in the game. Because instead of actually telling you the exact hour, he tells you to come in the evening. So apparently it's 5 o'clock. Because now he did finish getting it.
What about the crown?
Thank the Lord you... God be with you.
So now I can go back to Talmberg. Here, horsey, horsey, here, horsey, horsey. Yeah, once again I will be doing some fast traveling. I'm not sure I'm getting there fast enough though, but I will try to. Basically, if you manage to get like before 8 o'clock in the evening, it should be okay. You can still talk to Stephanie and end the quest, because now you've got all the items. You've got the wine. You already took the horse over there, the roan from Ujits. You've got the crown, and you've got the proper crown by getting back that Moldavite and using it. And it looks like I just made it in time. And now it's time to start running. Yeah, so she's probably in her room. I think during this quest she's actually all the time in her room waiting for you. I will close the door and you will see in a couple of minutes why. Yeah, so there you go. You came back to her.
I brought the roan, my lady.
Tell her about the roan.
Nothing too serious.
Well, that won't.
You can tell her exactly how you managed to bring the horse.
My lady.
So I know how to calm.
She will ask you to sing that song for her.
How do you? Anyway.
I brought you
Yeah, so
Henry, look at. So what's next?
I brought the wine.
Wonderful. Find somewhere here. I hope you had no problems acquiring it.
Yeah, so you can go with either of these. You just go with the easiest one for her. And now you can ask her how you can be of service.
Nothing. You've done enough.
And she's just telling you that she has a reward for you.
My lady. You taking the time to...
Come now, Henry. This shirt was my father's.
Yeah, so the reward is basically a shirt that used to belong to her father,
What's more?
which she wants to give to you.
Well then, won't you?
What?
For helping, and she's asking you to
Don't worry, I won't look. I'll turn
change into it
And what if your husband comes in?
over here.
He won't.
As you can see, Henry is not decisive at this, so I'll just go with alright. It will give you some reputation with her. And not just some reputation.
I feel truly blessed to have you here. So long I yearned for young company. I really feel God heard my prayers and sent you to me.
Ready?
My, you do look handsome. As fine as any gentleman. When I was a little girl, there were always lots of other children around and young men and women of the court. It was so merry.
Yeah, so
I always hoped it would be like that when
apparently
I was
one thing leads to another, and
it was not God's plan.
Henry manages to
Sir Divish had no children.
No.
do something that he basically shouldn't do. Spending more time in an inappropriate way with Lady Stephanie. So she will be sleeping at this point. You've completed the quest, so that's not your problem anymore. You can go away. Now I just need to check if she left me undressed, and she didn't. Now, as you can see, the shirt can be used, but it will take your it will take your stats down. Basically, it doesn't offer that much protection. I will keep it as a memory, so I will put it aside on the horse, and then when I get to the trunk, I will move it to the trunk. And that was the quest. Now there is some other quest that Sir Divish can give you, but I will not do it right now. Instead, I will go find some food. Usually you have some food over here. And since I already have a room over here at the Talmberg Castle, I will use it to get some sleep and also save the game. So you can basically sleep as much as you want to. And I think this should suffice. Yeah, so there we go, another morning in paradise, another day in paradise. And there will be more quests waiting for me, as well as Lady Stephanie is waiting right here. But those things will be in the next episode, because this is where this one ends. So let's just do a short recap of what I've been doing during this one and watch the Dawn quests. So basically, one of the quests that I did was this one, the Valdesians in Ujits. It was this one, playing with the devil. The horse that bolted as well. At your service, my lady. And besides those, I did this one, the fishy business in Ujits, which is an activity that you can do over and over again, as well as do me a favor, punch me. Basically, this stays here saved, so you can bet and fight unarmed with any of those. Basically, if you activate it, you will see all the people you can fight. Well, there's 3 of them inside Ujits and the fisherman, and there's let me just get there. There's three people inside Ratei that you can also fight. But as I said, at this point they're not so relevant anymore, because they won't give you much experience, since they don't put that much of a fight. They don't put up that much of a fight. So basically this was it. Now I will be staying here because Sir Divish will have a quest for me. And as I said, that will be in the next episode, which is where I'll see you again. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.